Our planet is under siege by one criminal forcing behaviors through his foot soldiers, controlling all institutions and governments around the planet. Cybersecurity is being paid $520 billion, 5% of last year's $10.29 trillion, a 1,196% increase since 2018. Cyber gives access to passwords and biometrics, a simple data match giving access on any transaction to any cybercriminal on the planet, impossible to secure or identify. Yet, his cybersecurity force still gets trusted with all insiders' information, but cannot protect, cannot prevent, cannot stop cybercrime, cannot get caught or proven guilty for placing cyber attacks. Even in-house attacks despite are paid for stopping cybercrime. Instead, do the exact opposite, forcing all substantial institutions and banks and all governments to purchase innovations that fail to secure. So investors in cybersecurity all are motivated by the ever-increasing cybercrime statistics, especially his enforcement of the most lethal weapon, AI cybersecurity, that overnight could double cybercrime, vastly increase his control of the planet, can now throw his obsolete cybersecurity under the bus. Despite BFY offering to exterminate their $120 billion cybercrime, and offer to quadruple their profits, offering them the digital immigration solution, MasterCard, a cyber attack victim, was forced to reject and instead forced to reduce their profits by $11 billion, forced to purchase an AI security system costing billions, absolutely useless for securing cyber, only to increase their predicted $120 billion cybercrime and also disabled them from securing their databases, meaning their clients' data. Were invested by BlackRock, also having similar cyber attacks, and invested by BlackRock were Google, Microsoft, Alibaba, LinkedIn, Twitter, Adobe, JP Morgan, Santander, First American Financial, most likely with similar consequences. Tesco, Marriott, British Airways, and many other S&P 500 companies also may have endured forced behaviors. CEOs terrified losing their highly paid jobs probably never admit taking sides, because either way is conflicting with the other. Choose Forced Behaviors by Larry, or act for the best interest of the company. Think has operated these schemes since the mid-90s. BlackRock already was part of Boeing during the 9/11 cyber attack, through a product from his Aladdin software, and could potentially also have benefited from that cyber attack. With maybe Iran left on bucket list. Let this sink in for a while. It only takes 10 minutes to plot coordinates into invasive remote control to cause a 9/11 cyber attack. And how about the current remote additions? The secretly integrated MCAS for Max, failing safety standards for 686 Dreamliners, or engines being switched off at takeoff. How will this give confidence to Boeing's pilots, as it is not their CEO's but Larry's responsibility through his forced behaviors? We force behaviors, or else. He threatens more frequently, lately. Not being recognized, always being in the background, all these years, treated like a paranoid psychopath instead of being respected like a god who controls the planet. Whilst the Israelis demanding the USA to start wars on their behalf, their war criminal PM walking in the White House like a dog with two dicks, all believing it's the wealthy Zionists, the deep state, or AIPAC, but would never think of Fink sitting in the background who is the biggest beneficiary of defense spending. Digital immigration was started in 2006 for identifying humans online, just like airport immigration. Only give access to identified individuals who cannot be impersonated or hacked, was rejected for decades by Fink's forced behaviors, therefore caused $35 trillion to be lost, the greatest financial catastrophe in human history. Digital immigration will neutralize his new catastrophic AI weapon by terminating cyber access. This will free everyone from being his identity slaves. Simply by maintaining a 2.5% average credit card commission, BFY Digital Immigration is able to stop this year's $11.88 trillion. Protects 100 trillion worldwide financial traffic, generates $2.5 trillion income at 20 PE ratio, would be the first company exceeding a value of $50 trillion, all being divided to all 195 countries, that are now still under siege by cybersecurity, still costing us $32 billion per day.